Good evening. This is Ashok from Aegis Children. And thanks everyone for joining this session. So this particular session is we're going to discuss what if any one of you have queries related to Salesforce career, or if you need a more clarity on how should I prepare for Salesforce interview, or I'm currently preparing for certification. What are the things I should consider? So it's a kind of a discussion forum for the next 60 minutes. We're planning for a quick and a productive discussion with regards to Salesforce. Maybe some of you are completely new to Salesforce environment, or even you haven't heard the term Salesforce or IT. So if you have any queries, feel free to ask me. And வேற யாருக்காவது இங்கிலீஷ்ல கஷ்டமா இருந்தா தமிழ்ல கூட கேளுங்க. Unfortunately, I don't know any other language apart from Tamil and English. So if you are comfortable only in Tamil, you can ask your queries in Tamil. I can reply in Tamil as well as I will reply in English. So don't worry, this is a pure session to help everyone to get the complete knowledge on Salesforce. It's a kind of a awareness. So we want to create awareness among people about Salesforce, about the career that we can get it in the Salesforce and the Salesforce ecosystem. Okay. So before we go with our agenda, if anybody have any queries which is related to your Salesforce career or Salesforce interview preparation or Salesforce certification, there is a chance you already get into Salesforce ecosystem, that you might work as a Salesforce developer for 1 year or 2 year, 3 year. So how can I leverage myself next level to my, such questions are real. Out of my experience, out of my knowledge, if anything I know about that, right, I can definitely help you with that query. So over to the people. So whoever having a query related to these things, right? You have a Zoom chat box with you. Raise your hand in the Zoom. In Zoom, you'll see there is an option called raise hand. If you click on raise hand, you will come up in top in the list so that I can ask you to unmute, and you can unmute yourself and ask you questions. Okay. So don't anybody have any questions? Anything you want to discuss regarding this, regarding that? I need a guidance on this or that. Please raise your hand and ask your question. Okay, Divash, yes, please.
Anna, could you speak loud? I can't able to hear your voice.
I mean, guys, am I audible or it is only
Anna, could you
Divash from
speak
India?
loud? I cannot able to hear voice.
Others, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay, Divash, I think it is only you having issues. Maybe you may have to increase your system volume. Seems like others are able to hear me properly. Okay. Anybody have any
Oh,
questions?
okay. Still,
You want
it's
to
fine. Still,
ask?
it's fine.
Okay, okay. Okay, all right. Maybe one thing I would like to convey to everyone. Let me share my screen. See, if you go to YouTube, because unfortunately we got very limited time today, and we don't get chances to discuss everything related to the Salesforce career guidance, but still we'll do. But in the meantime, we got this video. This is absolutely a great video for everyone. I would recommend to watch this so that you get that complete insight about our Salesforce career guidance. At this Salesforce guidance, Aegis Skill Development Academy. You can simply go to Aegis Skill Development channel, and if you look at that, right, we have answered almost all the queries that is related to the Salesforce career option. But out of that, we want to highlight one particular thing today. Let me tell you which one it is. Yeah, this one. This is the thing that most of the people are not having an idea, because everywhere wherever you go, right, people are misguided from such institutions or from such individuals saying that if you want to get into an IT job or if you want to get into Salesforce, you have to keep some experience with you. You have to keep some fake experience, 2 years, 3 years, then only you will get a job. But practically, the thing is not like, see, I'm talking about the companies who are literally seeing you as a technical resources, who are going to evaluate you based on your only skill set. Okay. So in this scenario, you don't have to keep any fake experience. Okay. The companies are ready to hire you as it is. If you're having 10 years of career gap, 5 years of career gap, that is absolutely fine. Okay. If you're having 10 years of career gap and you're learning Salesforce now and you want to apply for an opportunity, you can apply as it is. Like in your resume you can mention, I got 10 years of career gap and I learned Salesforce from this academy, or I learned myself and I know all these topics. You ask me any question, I can answer. Or even if you want me to share my screen and demonstrate any of the use cases, you give me any use cases, whether it is X trigger, batch, or even if it is a SOQL query, I will do in front of. If you have this kind of attitude and confidence, you don't have to worry about the gap in career. Even if you are from completely non-IT background, you want to switch into IT, okay, you don't have to keep any fake experience. Please don't do that. What will happen if you keep fake experience? The expectation of the company will go high. Of course, you are going to get a high pay salary. Assume that you are keeping 5 years of experience as a fake experience. They are getting 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs of salary. The very next month, the company will identify you that you are not having that much potential. How 4 years or 5 years resources. What will happen? You will start looking for candidate who will do jobs. There are a lot of people are doing jobs, which means they will get paid. They will get half paid or quarter paid of your salary. They will do the work for you, and you will submit the work to your. How long you think that we can do such practice? Maximum for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. At the end of the day, it is you. You should have the proper knowledge. With that knowledge, if you appear for any interview, clear the interview. Please note that everybody, we are all in the pandemic situation where the company wants the resources to work from the remote, which means they will send the laptop, they will send the other utilities, whatever you require, they will send it to you. You have to work from the remote, you have to support from the remote, no junior or senior going to assist you. You have to work all alone and you have to deliver it. That is the level of experience you should have, and that's the level of practice you should have. That is what the companies wanted. They don't have time to train you, they don't have time to do all other support for you. They are ready to pay as much as you ask. You ask 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, they're ready to pay, but they want you to be spontaneous and they want to be independent. Okay. In this scenario, if you go with the fake experience and all, definitely you will get caught and that will definitely impact you. Don't do that. So, okay, what's next? Learn Salesforce and get a proper practice. Okay. And appear for an interview as it is. Of course, in your first company, if you're switching a career from non-IT to IT, your first company, there is a chance they cannot offer the salary what you are asking for. Maybe they give the basic salary like 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 4.5, 6 lakhs. There are people got 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs with career. That depends upon their experience in the skill set and their practice. That is absolutely fine. Work in the real-time environment at least for 1 year. Okay, with that experience, you'll start looking for some other career. Your salary will get doubled. If you're joining a company with 3 lakhs package, in the very next year, your package will get double and triple, 6 lakhs, 9 lakhs. Okay. But in order to get that proper job, you need to have the proper practice on the following topics. Let me help you. What are the important topics that the company is always looking for? If you are already existing AT skill development trainees, okay, I hope you all have our curriculum. And in this curriculum, okay, you have to complete the admin sections for sure.
Hi,
Okay.
sorry for
And
the
similarly,
interruption.
you have to go with the Apex development. And this advanced Apex, you can still ignore the advanced development. You don't have to worry about that. Even as a beginner, you don't have to worry about the integration. You don't need that. Okay. Okay. Is my screen is visible everyone? Hello.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. So you
Can
can
we
ignore
record this
this.
session?
Yeah, it is being recorded. I
It's
hope so.
asking like it's showing like we have to ask permission.
No, no, it is recorded. If it is asking the permission, give yes. Okay. See, now we are talking about if I want to get a good job in Salesforce, if I want to get placed in Salesforce, what I should do. That is what we are talking about. So kindly visit AG Skill Development website. Go to the curriculum section. Here, then we have listed out the important topics that you should aware of. Out of that, you should know these topics: administration, lightning flows. In lightning flows, you can still ignore there are advanced topics. I will let you know what are those advanced topics, but you should have the basic knowledge of the lightning flows. Okay. Then in advanced administration, again, when it comes to advanced administration, you can still ignore the advanced administration part. All that you need to have the basic stuff from the admin. Then Apex development. All these are basics. One should know these basics if you want to get into development. Without these basics, you cannot work, and it is very difficult for you to understand further concepts. Then advanced Apex development, like the trigger, batches, asynchronous. This advanced development you can still ignore. As a beginner, if you're going into the Salesforce curriculum, this is the very first time you are going to get a Salesforce job, you can still ignore. The companies don't require this. Next, integration, not at all needed. If you are a beginner, you can still ignore integration. Okay, when it comes to lightning, okay, having the basic knowledge of aura component is fine. But if you are following up with the AJ skill development materials and all, still ignore the aura component. Okay, you have lightning web components with you. Learn the lightning web components basics, JavaScript basics. Even in Lightning Web Component, you can still ignore the advanced elements. That is not at all needed. Okay. The same way, let me guide you with the materials we got in AG Skill Development. This is for the people who are part of AG Skill Development training. Kindly note, this is very important for you guys, for you to prepare for the interview. I hope you all have access for these materials. In these materials, go to Salesforce administration. You got this index file for you, right? In this index file, you got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, till day 15. Most of the people are missing this one, the day 14 part, which is actually very important. It's all about sandbox deployment, how to use the sandboxes, how to deploy from one org to another org, how to create the changes. That is what we have explained here. It is very important, and get sandbox access from the support team. Okay, so that you can practice the deployment. Not all the people are doing this. They stop only till this, or they stop till this. They're not at all going for this sandbox and deployment. Please do. Okay. As administrator, you should aware of what is sandboxes, how to do the deployment, what are the best practices you should follow during the deployment. If you want to get access for the sandboxes, please get in touch with AJ Skill Development support team. They will get you. This is for the people who are part of AJ Skill Development training program. Once you have done with this day 14, so once you have done with these 14, right? The very next thing, what you can do, you see, Salesforce development. You can still ignore advanced admin. This advanced stuff and all you can learn, but not required at this point of time if you're looking only for a job. Maybe once you get into the job, if you want to have a complete knowledge, by the time you can. Then once you completed this, go to Apex Basics. Even in Apex Basics, guys, others, please put yourself on mute. So in Apex Basics, you see there is a detailed videos. If you look at here, every section have the index file. I think most of the people are still ignoring the index file. They're not getting getting it. They're not checking this one. So here we have mentioned as a beginner or fresher what are all the topics you should have. So kindly go to this topic. If there is a topic, you have the videos for the topic and you have use cases for you to practice, right? So practice the examples explained in that video. Not many people doing that. Please do that. Only then you will get a proper practice. Then for each and every days, you will have the use cases for you to practice. Isn't it? At the end of the day, you see there is a do it. All are small, you do it. Try this on your own. If you got any doubt, right, you will still join the live Q&A session and you please ask all your queries and get it. Apart from that, we are also conducting live workshop. Now we are actually conducting the LWC workshop. Right from the scratch, we are doing it. I'm not sure how many of you are part of this LWC workshop, which is we are doing every day. Similarly, we are planning for other workshop on Apex 2 in the upcoming days. So kindly don't miss these workshops. Okay. So coming back to the study material, you have to go with the detailed videos of Apex basics. All the mentioned are important. Then comes to you still ignore. Then comes to advanced Apex. In advanced Apex, you got trigger, Apex, VF page. Out of that, first complete trigger, then Apex. VF page you can still ignore for now. Okay, it is not that much important as of now. Complete trigger, then async. Then directly move on to lightning web component. We go to lightning web component. We got this much days. Don't worry about 30 days videos and all. We got the index file also for the lightning web component. Okay. So as a beginner, learn this. You can learn till this. It is enough. Which is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These 12-day videos as well as practicing these use cases and project is alone enough to get into the job. Maybe once you get into the job, you can learn the advanced job. That a JavaScript advanced and then you don't have to spend all the time to learning all the entire stuff of the LWC. As a beginner in Salesforce, you learn this, it is enough. Even with this, you can, if you want to have 1 year or 2 year, some people are still doing 1 year and 2 year experience, you can still do, because these are all the basics. But without having the proper knowledge on this basics, if you move on, right, then it is very difficult for you to understand the interview questions as well as the right. So on the whole, if you look at our guidance, all that we want you to clear admin, Apex, the synchronous Apex, this is Apex basics. Guys, please put yourself on mute if you're not talking. Suresh, could you please put yourself on mute? Okay. Asynchronous Apex. See, this is what almost most of the companies are looking for. You should have admin knowledge, Apex basics, trigger, asynchronous Apex, LWC. This is what we are discussing all of, right? When it comes to admin, if you look at the website, this is the topic you need to cover. And this is what we have shown you the index file in our privacy. Similarly, Apex basics and this one and LWC. It is enough to clear your interviews. Please note to clear the interview. But once you clear the interview, okay, you will get ample time to you will get the breathing time for you to practice other things. Then learn the advanced stuff one by one. Because in order to support your project, obviously you one day or other day you have to learn the rest of the modules. Okay. But you don't need to spend all the time in completing. I mean, let me first finish everything, then I will appear for the interview. No need, not necessary. Because the companies, there is a huge demand going for the companies. They are ready to pay whatever you are asked, as long as you are having the fundamentals strong. If you have a very good basics, the basics I'm talking about this. When it comes to Salesforce, these and all the basics. If you have the very good knowledge and if your fundamentals really strong in this topic, easily you can get into the job and they will offer the package whatever you are asking. Once you get into the job, then you can learn the rest of the modules and topics that will ultimately help you with your regular jobs, regular day-to-day. Okay, is that clear? Or anybody have any questions? That what are the topics we should focus in order to get into this? Hardly it will take 30 to 90 days for anyone to clear. We are going to spend 60 to 90 days. We are going to spend almost more than 5 to 6 hours every day to complete this topic. 60 days is more than that.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
sorry, 90 days is more than. But if you want to, but you don't have proper time to spend, and you hardly you can spend 1 or 2 or 3. Set the number of the time going to take to complete all this topic. It will increase more than 3 months. It will be. It's all up to the individuals how much efforts they're going to put on the daily basis. That time duration will.
Yeah,
Guys, if
Ashok.
anybody have
Yeah,
any questions, please raise
yeah,
your hand.
yeah,
Yes,
Ashok.
John.
Yeah, Ashok. Actually, I have some 6 years of gap in my IT field. I was working as a tester in TCS.
Okay.
So 6 year gap, and after that, I prepared for my interview, and I got one job in Salesforce as a testing field, and only 1 month only it left, and I just want to know the our future in our testing in the Salesforce. Very less salary only now I am getting. So I just want to know the future, how it will be, whether I have to know the development as well, or else testing is enough, that manual testing I'm talking about. So,
Yes, yes.
so these are the things.
Yes,
Yeah.
got it. See, when it comes to Salesforce, as you know, this is product. Salesforce itself a product. This is not a technology like Java, Python, where by using Java, Python, we can create multiple applications, right? Whereas Salesforce itself is a complete product which is already built by the Salesforce engineers. So hardly what you can do as a testing folk, you can do only manual testing. You cannot write any script or any Selenium script to do the automation, because once in 4 months, Salesforce will keep update their the way they are giving the functionalities. So it is not possible for as a testing team. I worked for many testing team in my last 8 years. Okay. They find it very difficult to create automations for the Salesforce. All the time, they will be having one senior tester and junior tester. They will do the manual test. So if you look at the Salesforce testing career, it is not a career with long-term scope. Maybe for time being, yes, it can help you because you can learn the things easily in terms of testing and you can do it. But from the long-term scope, my suggestion would be learn admin first, okay, so that you get the fundamentals. Then
Okay.
slowly start learning the development. So that fortunately you got an opportunity to work with the Salesforce project, because being a tester, all obviously you will understand the business, then business use cases, then you will sit along with your developers, and then you will be doing the testing in that, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody will get this kind of opportunity. Fortunately, you got the opportunity to work in the Salesforce real-time project. Side by side, start learning this admin, FX, figure. Then over the period of time, you can start. Maybe a lot of people have done this. Internally, they will swap like the developers. They will talk to their managers. They complete certifications like admin or development. Then they go and talk to the managers that I work for this one, and they give me some sample project, small tasks. I will try to do that. If you find I'm doing good, and you please put me into that any developer. Many people have changed their career from the testing engineer to the developer. On that, you need to start learn these topics as a basics first. Once you get into that, then you can learn the rest of the topics.
Okay. Yeah, okay, Ashok. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ashok,
Guys,
uh,
if you, sorry to interrupt everyone. If anybody have any queries, please raise your hand so that I can call your name. You can ask your queries one by one so that in that way, if you proceed right, we can avoid the conflicts. So if anybody have any questions, please raise your hand. You will find that option in the Zoom chat. If you are new to Zoom, right, there is an option in the Zoom chat. You will see raise hand off. Please raise your hand. I will go on. Okay, Samruddhi Dange. Yes, Samruddhi.
Good evening. So I have a doubt, as the previous person said, like I don't have any kind of experience in, a technical background or any experience in programming. So I
Okay.
just wanted to know, as a starting, shall I only go for admin beginners and after eventually I shall go for development or how? I mean, how I shall do it?
See, if you're starting your Salesforce learning practice, that's how it
Mm-hmm.
should. Not only for development. In
Mm-hmm.
Salesforce ecosystem, if you want to learn any Salesforce related opportunities like marketing cloud, CPQ, or community cloud, SDSQ, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
admin is the ABCD. Yes, you have to start with admin. Once you learn admin, then based on your interest, start learning these topics. Because whatever you see in the screen, these are the core topics. One, having a good and strong knowledge in the core topic, they can move into any of the role in sales. As a tester, as a developer, administrator, business analyst, okay. You will consultant, you will get multiple job opportunities, provided you got the knowledge of these core topics. But to
Okay.
start with, you have to start with that.
Okay, so I have completed admin beginner module from Trailhead, but now when like you mentioned, in order to crack the interview, first of all, there are few points from the curriculum which are important. And after that, once you will get into it, you can go for a development thing, right? So I wanted to know the points from curriculum which I need to learn in order to crack the interview. If you can just write them over here.
See, you please visit this website. Okay. In the
Yeah.
website, except the advanced part you see here, advanced admin or advanced development, integration, and lightning. Rest
Mhm.
of the points are you need to have that knowledge. I mean, when it comes to LWC, yes, you need to have till this. Maybe if you are, I'm not sure you are already part of AG skill development. If you are not part of AG skill development, maybe you can go with this curriculum. Or if you're already being part of AG skill development, you should have access to our drives where you got this index file where we have divided the topics like this, beginners and intermediate. So you can clear only the beginners topic. When with that knowledge, you can easily clear with them.
Okay, okay. So basically, from curriculum till the advance thing will not come. I need to complete those points, right? Because I'm
You have
planning
to
to.
make sure, yeah, you have to make sure that you got the basics first.
Acha,
Once you
acha,
got the basics based on the requirement, you can learn that. But not all the companies are looking for an advanced level. All that they are looking for someone who knows Salesforce very well, the basics very well. If you are having a good basics and
Mhm.
right attitude, this is the point. Whenever I talk to any recruiters, we receive a lot of calls from the recruiters. They will
Okay.
say that we got a candidate from your institution, they are performing really well, but we are struggling to find any resources. You please refer your candidates, and they insist this. We want someone who knows the basics very well, and the candidate should have the right learning attitude. They should show the learning and curiosity to learn new things. This is what lack in most of the people. Even they have the attitude, they never showcase that. During the interview, if I'm an interviewer, I'm asking your query whether you know LWC. By the time, if you don't know LWC, your answer could not be like this. No, I don't know LWC. Sorry, I know LWC is advanced technique in Salesforce. Yes, I started learning it. I'm still in my learning process. Even if I'm provided with any opportunity, I will definitely learn this one and I can do my better because I'm a kind of a quick learner. Even Salesforce also very new to me. I learned these much topic in the very 30 days or 40 days. So
Okay.
provided learning a new stuff is not kind of hard for me, I can definitely learn. So they are expecting that kind of attitude from everyone, and not only from the words level. They want them to showcase in their daily actions. So as long as a associate, you are going to show the learning aptitude, definitely your bosses will like you, and they are ready to pay you like it.
Okay. 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 Fine. Fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So next, okay. Others, please put your hands down. Samruddin and Diva. Ram, Vijay Ram.
Hi.
Ram.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
Ram.
Hi. Hi, Ashok. Ashok,
Hey.
my question is like, in order to crack the interview, should we spend time learning integration side as well?
Not necessary as of now. So provided you got this knowledge, you have to ask these questions to yourself first. Before integration, should I have this knowledge? Do I have the knowledge on admin, Apex basics, trigger, asynchronous effects, and LW? If you
LW.
say, Ashok, I got the knowledge on all these 5 topics, then what I should do? First, give an interview. Once you cleared all these topics and knowledge, give an interview. Over the period of time, you will come to know where the gap in your learning. Even in this topic, you will find the gap. If it is asynchronous effects, there is a chance you missed it to learn viewable effects, future methods, or the exceptions you face in Apex, like mixed DML exception. Okay, so those kind of gap you'll come to know, then fill the gap. Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, once you learned all this, your next priority should go like VFH, which is basic. Then basics of R. Then
Okay.
comes integration.
Integration. All
Okay.
right. Thank
But
you. Thank you, sir.
again, I say all these basics. Make sure you know what is VFH, how it works. You know what is RR, how it RR bundle and all works. Then learn the integration. Even when it comes to integration, REST API, it is enough. You don't have to learn the entire thing. Integration is what? There are two systems that is going to talk to each other.
Talk to
How
each
to
other.
from Salesforce, how you can send the data to the third party. From third party, how you can receive the data into the system. If you know this, it is fine to get
Fine.
into the and to clear the.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ashok.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Next goes to Sankita. Hi, Sankita.
Hi, sir.
Sankita.
Good evening.
Hey, has. Good evening.
Yeah, so I just want to know what and all the roles are there and what are the companies, how they are hiring, which role they are providing. Just want to know. And I mean, depends on the role. We need to learn the topics. Like if they are hiring for admin, we have to complete only admin, and can we get into the interview, or we need to complete all the basics and then we need to go for the interview?
No. So
Yeah.
if the company is going to hire you only for the particular role, only for the administrator, only for the developer, or only for the business consultant, then it is obviously you need to prepare based on their job description.
Okay.
But to get into any job in Salesforce, you should know it. This is a ABCD in Salesforce, right?
Yeah.
So you should know this one for sure. After learning this, then you have to, based on the job description, you have to prepare. But my recommendation always to the people, make sure that you got this fundamental. Make sure that you got this knowledge, at least what knowledge, what is trigger, how the trigger works, what is Apex, how a simple Apex class I can learn, how a simple LWC. If you got this basics, that would be really good to prepare for any opportunity. Because suppose if you're applying for a Salesforce consultant job, what the consultant will do? They will go for any company. They will recommend Salesforce to implement into their day-to-day operation. But how the consultant will recommend? Only the consultant know what are all the use cases can be achieved in the customizations and configuration. Based on that only the consultant can prefer which cloud should go. Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing, or Experience Cloud. Now we got velocities, healthcare. Lot of clouds are there. So being a consultant, you need to have a good communication. That is a different sector. But you should know this fundamental. at least you should have a good knowledge on admin, and you should know the basics of this. What is trigger? What and all can be achieved in a trigger? As a consultant, you should have a this. So likewise, you have to prepare, but don't prepare yourself based on the job posting you are receiving. My recommendation is always make sure that you got this knowledge first, then you start appear interview and you start, because even in the job description, along with this, they are adding some more points, right?
Yeah.
If you are strong in this topic, they don't worry about this. As long as you are strong in this fundamental, the rest of the things, the interviewer come to know, okay, this guy is strong in fundamental. Rest of the thing, maybe he is not aware right now, but he can learn quickly. That is the kind of attitude that the interviewer will have. Because as an interview, if I'm going for the interview panel, my intention is I am a lead, I am a tech lead. Okay, I'm going to hire 4 to 5 folks for my team. My intention is if I hire someone, they should reduce my burden. They should understand what requirement I'm going to giving to. He should have the capability of understanding my requirement, and he should have the capability of deliver the same. My intention is recruit someone who can reduce my work. In that scenario, in that case, if I'm going to ask you nearly 10 to 12 questions, out of that, nearly 5 to 6 questions based on this, you have answered all the questions. But there are a few other questions I'm asking you, but you are not aware by the time. Still, I'm okay with you, because getting the candidate with this fundamental right, it is very difficult nowadays. People are just simply doing trial head model and they come and attending the interview. We can easily find out those people and see. There are people who just watch YouTube videos, even they never practice. They simply come and they attend interview. In the very first question or second question itself, you'll come to know, okay, this guy is coming by mug upping all the interview questions, or coming up by just coming up with the trial head question, or someone leaked our company question and he is. It will show very obvious. Okay, so
Yeah.
always make sure that you got a proper practice before appear for the interview. What if the interviewer asks you, suddenly they ask you to share your screen and they will give a scenario and they will ask you to do that? That will be embarrassing to us, right? Just if you are going appear with the only trial head knowledge or the video, right? So
Yes.
practice always important.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Cynthia. Next, Neelima. Hi, Neelima. Guys, if you have any questions, please raise your hand. I'm going one by one who are raising the hand. Yes, Neelima.
Hi, hi, Ashok.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, Neelima.
I have
You're
one doubt,
audible.
Ashok.
Yeah.
Actually,
Please.
I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm done with my certification in Salesforce PD1,
Okay.
and I started applying for some jobs.
Okay.
They are
Yes,
not
please go ahead.
selecting my profile. Yeah, Ashok.
Okay. Your question is
First thing
your
they are
profile itself
asking
not.
that
Okay. Go ahead.
they are shortlisting. They are calling me, but the thing is,
Mhm.
they are not. They are asking, do you have any experience on Salesforce? If I said no, means they are not at all considering the profile for further.
So may I know
That
your
was the
career
thing
background? Like
happening to my
you
profile.
already worked in IT or you worked in the non-IT?
Non-IT.
Okay, you worked in the non-IT,
It's
but you learned Salesforce
yes.
and you are now started appearing for the interviews, right?
Interviews, and also I have a certification in Salesforce PD1.
I got it. So basically, you got trained in Salesforce, and with that training knowledge, you cleared a certification, and with that, you are now
Yes.
appearing for an interview, correct?
I applied so many jobs in Naukri and
No. I
LinkedIn.
got it. Neelima. My question is whether you got
Yes.
training on all the topics that we have discussed here. This is our basic
Yes.
topics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Now the
Ashok.
next question is, how did you practice all these topics? See,
Through the
learning is different.
trailhead only, Ashok.
That is
Yes.
the gap in the. I mean, see, when it comes to interview, that's what I'm saying. It is not enough if just trial-head modules alone, it is not enough for you to appear for an interview. Even if you clear an interview, you are going to work alone. Mostly it is going to be a remote job, right? Just trial-head practice alone, it is not going to be helpful. That is the reason, as if you look at edge skill development, we are having use cases, so many use cases. Just for flows itself, you look at this. These use cases, you won't get it from the trial edge. The reason why people are enrolling for institution like us, especially to get this practical knowledge. If you look at these use cases, this is nothing but the projects which we faced in our past and past career. So I'm having almost 8 years experience. Similarly, the other writers in ages skill development having similar experience. Whatever the real-time use cases we come across in the past, right? We will give that use cases for our trainees to practice, and they will appear for interview with that experience. During the interview, yes, even our trainees also face the similar questions. Okay, you got tried in sales, so whether you got an experience, they will say yes, I got an experience. In my training academy, they provided me real-time project like this, like e-commerce project, insurance project, manufacturing project. They gave me project. I have done all this project on my own. I can tell you what and all I have done. Because as an interviewer, as an employer, my intention is I want to recruit someone who are having a real-time experience. Obviously, without working in a company, you won't get the real-time experience. But this is another way where you can work for this kind of a case studies, okay? And you can very well mention this case study in your resume. I have completed my training with this development kind of institution, and they have provided me use cases on this. These are the use cases I have done. Then the very next question they will ask, okay, tell about the project which you have worked on. What are all the difficulties you have faced? How did you overcome the challenges? Then tell me some exceptions you have faced. How did you resolve that exception? That's how the interview will develop. Okay. So if we simply attend any interview with only trial head model clearance or watching some random YouTube videos and all, it won't be helpful. Maybe it will give us the what is what knowledge, but the practical knowledge we won't get. Maybe in this case, I would recommend for you, you don't have to enroll for the entire training program. You can enroll only for project and interview assistance program alone with AGS development, where you'll get use cases for almost all the topics. Okay, you can start work on these use cases. If you got stuck in between, you can join our live Q&A session where our trainer will available for 1 hour every day. They will clarify your query then and there. And even if you completed your requirement time, you can still come and share your skill and get a review for the same, whether what you have done is correct or not, whether if you followed all the best practices or not. So such kind of training, maybe you can enroll. That will definitely help you. We are not only going to help you only with these use cases, we also conduct you mock interviews. We will shape your resume. Even if you attend any interview, you can very well come back to us and share the interview questions asked by the interview. We will help you with a separate interview preparation sessions. So if you look at that here, we once people are prepared with our our use cases modules and all, we will prepare them with a separate we will give them complete new focus and will guide them to attend interview. Once candidates attend the interview, they will come back to us and they share their interview questions. Not only us, they will share it to other trainees. Then we'll during the session we'll discuss like what are all the questions they are asked. And as a AT skill developer, as a training academy, we got a good number of recruiters who are currently tied up with us. So our recruiters, especially Cube84 and other recruiters, are all well aware that we are providing this kind of training because AT skill development is providing only Salesforce training. They will be asking questions only, mostly, not only mostly, 100% out of the curriculum, same curriculum. Because at the end of the day, as long as you are strong in our curriculum, and they will ask the case series which you worked as part of your writing, if you can explain them very well, they are going to recruit. And now these guys are actually, he got placed in Q84, now he is working for Q84. Likewise, there are many people. Okay, so this is for everyone. Trial head topics alone or trial head models alone or YouTube videos alone not going to help us to get the real-time practice. If you guys are interested, you can enroll with the AG Skill Development for a project and interview assistant. Or else, if you have friends who are working in Salesforce right now, sit with them, get their project use cases, ask. You can get the guidance from your friend who is currently working in Salesforce. Ask them to give you lot of use cases. You work out on the use cases, then appear for an interview. During interview, say, sir, I got all the use cases from my friend. This is what he has given me, and I have done all this. Unfortunately, not every friends are ready to help us because they are already packed with 9 hours to 12 hours. That is the reason, as an institution, we are providing this support. Okay, even if you have brothers or sisters who are ready to support you with these use cases and projects, go and talk to them, get the use cases. Okay, but if you don't have any brothers or sisters or friends and relatives who can help us with use cases, getting the use cases is not a big deal. But once you have done the use cases, someone should review, right? What you have done is correct or not. You need their time. Okay, not everybody is ready to spare their time for us. That is a fact. So you are welcome to join with us for only for this real-time project and practice. You don't have to enroll for the entire time. Only for the real-time use cases practice, project practice, interview preparation, or can students can enroll with us. We will provide the guidance, the same set of guidance how we provide for other students, and we also help you with placement purpose. You see the list of people over there. You can very well go and check with their. We have listed out their LinkedIn profile as well. You can go and talk to them in LinkedIn to understand the training methodology following by AG Skill Development, how we are helping them still with their career guidance. Because the candidates once enrolled with the AG Skill Development, they are going to be with us for life, not just for 1 month or 2 months. You look at this is our community. We got nearly 757 members. They are all our paid members. We started this training in 2018. They are still with us. And even candidate who enrolled in 2018 still joining our session and getting the guidance. Even there are people who joined this session. They are also being part of AGS for long. So that's the level of guidance we provide for our Salesforce. So answer to your questions, please don't go only with the trial type models. You have to work on the real-time use cases so that during the interview you can say, I worked on the real-time use case. So this is the scenario. This is how I resolved it. I have faced this kind of situations and challenges and exceptions. And this is how I overcome this exception. Because during the interview, you should have something to talk on top of your projects. Right? That will you will get only by practicing for real-time use cases. Okay, so please try to start work on use cases. Either you get help from your friends or relatives, or if you are interested, you can come to AD Skill Development and you can enter for such. Right. Okay. Okay. Is it clear? Nilima, I think Nilima. Okay, fine.
Yes,
Others?
Ashok.
Okay, okay. Okay, Naveen Kumar. Naveen Kumar. Okay. Arpit below. Arpit.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes, Arpit.
yeah, I'm Arpit. Actually, sir, my question is like I'm a fresher. I just completed like my graduation mechanical, and I have taken 1 year drop due to some personal reason. So I wanted to like get into this field as I could see there is much demand in this. So
Yes, yes.
I just wanted to know like how are the opportunities and how should I proceed with it? Like, shall I directly join it or shall I do some research on it or like how? Because I'm completely a fresher in this.
That is absolutely fine. Every one out professional when they're going to start their career, you don't have to worry about that. And you have told that you are completely from some different background. You are not from IT background. You are from some mechanical
Mechanical.
background, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe this is a recent situation we got here. This is for you. So this guy is from Chennai, nearby Chennai, and he's also a mechanical engineer. Okay, and he got placed in TVS very recent. And we got there is a one more candidate. Let me help you with that. He is actually a civil engineering candidate. This is the guy. Okay. He is also AJ skill development trainee. Okay. If you look at his profile, he actually a civil engineering candidate. You see this kid. He come to AJ skill development, learn Salesforce. Now he is working for a reputed organization called Cloudbase. Okay. So no matter when it comes to the company, they don't have any issues with your career background, or even if you have a career gap, they don't have issues at all. All that they are looking for your skill set.
Okay. And one more question I have is like, how long it takes? I could see, I have seen many of the images where I could see that completed in 2.5 months, 3 months, 4 months, and so like how much duration I need to like give for this, and
Okay,
how much
got
efforts
it.
I need to put into this.
I got your question. So
Hmm.
my question is, how much efforts you can put on daily basis? Efforts in the sense, ஒரு நாளைக்கு எவ்வளவு மணி நேரம் நீங்க spend பண்ண முடியும்? How much hours you can spend in terms of learning?
Okay.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, so like I can give morning I can give like 2 hours, and in the evening I can give 3 to 4 hours.
Okay. Overall, you are saying 4 to 5 hours every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And you said
Yeah.
you are a fresher. Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in this case, it will take you 90 to 120 days to complete.
Okay.
Suppose if you put more efforts, maybe 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours a day, it will take you 60 to 90 days. So basically, when it comes to Salesforce, especially when it comes to AJ skill development training model, it is a kind of ready to take one. You can, the moment you don't have to wait for the batches and all to start. The moment if you want, you can readily start your training. And based on the level of efforts you put, the number of days it will take. Right from the day one, you are going to get the complete live session access, material access, interview guidance, session like this, everything you are going to get. At the end of the day, it's up to you how much efforts you are going to put on the daily basis to get into the office.
Okay. Um, okay, but like as you said that there is no batch wise thing here. So like how, like there are many people have seen in the Telegram channel also. So how you will like give a one-on-one mentorship to me, like if I want
Okay. Okay, let me explain. So, Arpit, is this the first time that you're coming to know about AJ skill development?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
haven't done any inquiries so far, right?
No. I have called in the morning, but I got like call is engaged. Then I have seen in the Telegram that this is session is going on. So
Okay, no
I
problem. So let me help you with our training model. And guys, this is for everyone. If you are watching this video or if you want to know how we are providing this training, let me explain you. So kindly visit this website, AJ Skill Developer, and you go click on Salesforce training. You will see the if you are completely new to Salesforce, please go through this so that you will come to know about Salesforce. But I'm going to explain you how we are providing the training. Considering that, okay, Arpit, right? So, Arpit, if you are enrolling with us training today, first of all, you will be provided access to our material like this. This is what the materials.
Okay.
If you look at the materials are similar to the curriculum what you are seeing. Your curriculum are just a hint here, and you are going to get all the materials over there. Let's take you are starting Salesforce administration today. You will be opening this index file. Okay, and you got the day one. Okay, so this is how you are actually going to start with it. I mean, start your training. You will be getting an induction session from our end, how to use the materials. You will be first, and you will be given with this tracker too. Let me help you to understand the tracker. So if you look at that index, right, you will have the videos for that particular topic. For example, if it is introduction to cloud computing sales, you will have our own videos, our own prepared video, which is available in the track. Maybe let me help you with this. if it's a validation role page layer, you will have access to watch the topics explained in the video. So as I mentioned earlier, this is not a trainer going to be available in the every day the time. You're first going to watch the video explaining the topic. So as a trainee, you will be watching the steps, how the trainers are doing here. Then you will practice this on your own Salesforce developer app. That is what if you can we will see in this tracker. If there is a topic, first you will watch the video, then you will practice the example explained in that video. Then you will start do that case studies. That is very important. That is one very important. I'm not talking about the client, the case studies. The case studies in the sense, the real-time use cases for you to practice. Because this is not simply available in the Google. These are all the case studies which we have encountered in the past and past companies. Out of our experience, we are giving all these case studies and use cases. Then you will do this use cases. Then you will be completing. Then you will do the review of the case study. Here comes the important part. What is that review? The review is all about what you have done is correct or not, whether you follow the best practices or not. Our training team will evaluate. How the training team will evaluate? We conduct live sessions as a Q&A sessions. Like morning 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. or 11 to 12, 6 to 7. Even in another 5 to 6 minutes, we will be having the Q&A session where you will come and join and the trainer would be there. Likewise, how people are raising the hand and clarifying the queries. You will be raising your hand and tell the trainer, I have completed this use cases. Could you please review what I have done in pattern? They will ask you to share your screen and they will do the review. Similarly, while watching the video or while doing the use cases, you got stuck in between. You don't have any idea how to proceed further. Okay, you can come and join the Q&A session and clarify all your queries like it. So likewise, you will complete the review the case study and you will complete the relevant private modules and the trainer will do finally trainer verification, which means trainer will ask you few queries to understand whether you got the understanding correct or not. They will ask, tell me the difference between object and fields. What is field? Where will you use? We are not going to just review your use cases or review. We are also going to verify. It's a kind of conducting a mock interview for each and every topic. Likewise, it will happen for all the, which means you will watch a video, try the example explained in the video, you will do the use cases, then you will review the use cases, then you will get the trainer verification, then you will move on to the next topic. Likewise, we will completing each and every topic. We are conducting these sessions, that Q&A session around the clock, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. And now we are also doing for 8 p.m., 9 p.m. You can join any of this session and clarify this. And apart from that, we also conduct live programming workshops. Workshop in the sense, if someone completely new to Salesforce, right, we will be conducting the live workshop. Just so we are also conducting the live practice session where the trainer will do the programming in his screen. You will be on the other side and you will also in this live setup, you will be doing the programming along with the trainer. Then and there you can clarify your doubt along with it. For the basics of programming like OOP, Surprise, Festival, JavaScript, we will conduct this kind of live workshop. Okay. And apart from that, we also conduct complementary sessions. Apart from these timings, we also have got our junior developers to support you with all those queries, because you don't have to wait for one entire day to clarify your query, right? Then and there, you can join the complementary sessions also to clarify. Then suppose if you want to have a classroom training sessions, we are conducting classroom training in Mailadurai as well as we are conducting in Chennai in Gorakhpur. The training methodology is going to be the same. You're going to watch video, practice these cases, clarify the doubt, but the trainer support, you will get it in the on field instead of on. This is how we provide the training support. And this is how we are currently providing training to all the 757 members. Not all the 757 members will join the entire training. Batch wise, slot wise, they will come and join and they will clarify the query. We have been doing this training for the last 3.5 years, and we have placed close to 500 plus folks and currently providing training for 757 folks across the globe. Okay. I hope you got it clear, right? The training methodology.
You have mentioned that case studies there. So like
Mhm.
we'll submitting case studies based on like whatever we write. But what about this admin part? Like do how will submit that? Like how will get the case studies for that?
All case studies you are going to get reviewed in the live session. See, now you are in the live session, right? You're asking the query, I'm giving the reply. Suppose if you are using your laptop, what you will do, just like I am sharing my screen, you will be sharing your screen, you will be sharing what and all you have done. When it comes to case studies, maybe you are completely new to Salesforce because Salesforce will having the login license. In this
Okay.
login only, you are going to practice all your use cases. Okay, that will help. So this is a platform where you are going to practice all the use cases. So likewise, there will be a live session where the trainer will be there. You will join that Zoom session. You will come and join, and you will be sharing the screen. Then you will showcase the trainers. You asked me to create an object. Then the trainer asks you to go to Object Manager and they showcase me what you have done. You will go and showcase it. So look at here. I have created the object, and this is the fields, and these are the layers. And similarly, you asked me to create a calculator when it comes to development website. And you asked me to create a calculator in the home page, and I have designed a calculator in the home page. Okay, look at this is a kind of advanced stuff. See, this is a kind of a customized fraud. We are going to teach you how you can create a calculator like this, program like this. These also, suppose if you have the use cases to have a COVID announcement like this, you will be doing in your machine in this platform. During the session, you will showcase it like this. And if they want to have a look at your script and all, they will ask you to go to developer console. And there you have written all your script. We will take a look at that, whether what you have done is correct or not, whether your script is working fine or not, whether
Okay.
what okay. Likewise, you will showcase to the trainer. The trainer will review what you have practiced. That's how the review will happen. It's the kind of the project review you do in your college, right? It's the same scenario that we will do on a daily basis.
Okay. So yeah, most of things are clear for me, and like I'm happy to in the firm. The only question, the last question I have is like, how much is the fees for this? I could not see the
Okay.
website, so like if you
No,
can.
yeah. Regarding the fee structure, what I would help you. This is the fee structure. But if I start explaining the fee structure, right, it will definitely take more time. Unfortunately, we are running out of the time. What you do, Arpit, you got our number with you, right? I mean,
Mhm.
this website.
Yeah.
Please WhatsApp this number 9344508850. They will
Okay.
help you with the fee structure. And also in the same website, you see there is a video that completely explained about the course. Also, the fee structure also explained clearly. If you look at this
Okay.
section, they have explained. Maybe you can also go through this.
So as soon as we enroll in the program, all the material will be accessible, right? All the
Yes,
case studies,
correct.
all
It's an
the.
on-demand training. The moment you enroll, you can get access to it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please
Okay.
get in touch with the team. You can WhatsApp them and they will guide you with it.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. So we are running out of the time. So last two questions. Venkat Sai. Hi, Venkat. Venkat
Uh,
Sai, Lulu.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes, Venkat.
yeah. My question is about regarding Salesforce testing, Ashok. Actually,
Okay.
from starting onwards, I was also a part of the AGSP development. Now I have joined on that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
every time I've seen your videos, and every time you're focusing on administrative part and development part. But one
Right.
of my friend is got working on Accenture to shift their job into Infosys. He got an Salesforce testing. He has a good package, 10 plus package he got. So, but from your end, I didn't get any idea about how the Salesforce testing. If I learn this administrative development, but I joined in a new company, but they are asking us to do Salesforce testing. So how it will be is my question.
To be honest,
Mhm.
nobody in AGS development team are having a testing experience. We are all administrators, developer,
Mm.
senior consultants, and
Mm.
so on. But we got opportunity to work with the testing team. Okay. When it comes
Mm.
to Salesforce testing, there is no difference between them. other tests because only the technologies differ. You are nothing to go with a technical part. Most of the time, you are going to do a typical testing part, like creating the test cases and creating the test results and creating the UAT document and submitting it to the users. Okay, there is no other thing. Maybe if you know how to write script, if you know how to run the job, or if you know how to navigate through the screens, you will find it easier in terms of this. But apart from that, there is nothing specialization about Salesforce testing. Anyone can become the Salesforce tester, provided if he is already working in a testing environment or he is a good manual tester. By learning the basics of admin, he can become a good Salesforce tester. There is no special course for the testing of Salesforce testing.
Yeah, my question is actually I was a background of Salesforce automation testing only. So, but my question is about in the total curriculum there is no mention like the Salesforce testing, like there is no highlighting part. So you're saying that administrative part basics is enough for if they pick you as a Salesforce tester. You have a basic administrative basics. It's fine, like you're saying, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what. If you look at our curriculum, the curriculum is purely designed for administrators and developers. In fact, there is no special topics for testing because it is a pure manual test when it comes to Salesforce. But again, when it comes to Salesforce testing, if you know the basics of admin and if you know this part, like how to run the tools, how to run the job, how to run the script in the SOQL and all. Your work will done easier rather than you wait for your developer to give the test part. You can create your own test record and you can test it on your. If you want to do the regression testing and all, you don't have to wait for the developer. If you know how to write the script, you can do it on your own. That's how I'm talking about the Salesforce testing comes from. But there is no special topic or any trailhead modules available for Salesforce testing.
Yeah, okay. But I was still working. I have 2+ years of experience on testing, but I don't want to be in a Salesforce, be in a Selenium testing. So I want to switch my domain. So I was decided to learn some tool like trending technology like Salesforce, and I joined this AJ skill development. So, but still there is a chance to if you got a job opportunity in Salesforce also, but there will be another testing part will be there. So it will be very. Yeah, how we can overcome, like, so we can say, well, the interviewer too, I'm not interested in Salesforce testing. If it is development, fine, then I will give my interview, like we can say further.
Yes. I got it completely. I got it. Yes, if you want to leverage your career into testing, it is fine. But as a long-term scope, right? Our recommendation always would be go with admin, then start to work on that. At least in the parallel, learn the development.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashok. That's what.
Yeah, thank you. So, guys, and one last question. We got only 2 minutes to left up. Naveen Kumar, yes, Naveen Kumar. Naveen Kumar, do you have any question? All right, guys. So if any one of you have any questions that you want to get it resolved, you can get in touch with our support team. I mean, the admin team. If my screen is visible, please look at the AD Skill Development website, 9344508566. You can WhatsApp all your queries. They will help you with all the kind of career guidance. Even if you want to talk to me, you can get my number from them and they will give you, and you can get all kind of career guidance. So like to enroll for the Salesforce training, please visit this website and scroll down. You will see the fee structure here. It's mentioned in the website. All right. So thanks everyone for joining this session, and we'll share this video in YouTube and you can watch it. Thanks, everyone. See you. Bye.
Hello. Hello. Hello, sir.